Welcome, my beautiful Sagittarians. How are you? Thank you for being here with me on my channel. This is CJ, and we are here to read the energy for November for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Sagittarians. Just want to remind you all, if you're new here, general reading, it does not necessarily mean it will resonate with you. If it does not, please remember you can always go check those other positions I just mentioned. So let's say you're here for your sun sign in Sagittarius. It doesn't feel quite like what's going on in your world. Go check out your moon if you want to know secrets or intuition. Venus for love and money. I would suggest to everyone to go check their Venus signs out, especially since we're in this Venus star point in Libra. And it is this energy that has occurred from the 22nd and will occur until the 14th, which is the same amount of time that we have with the veil being thinner as we're connecting with our passed on loved ones and our spirit guides and angels. So this is a very magical, mystical time. We call it the most wonderful time of the year, but it's not necessarily just because of the festivities. There's so much more that are going on around us at this time. So we're going to get started on your reading. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. We will be doing the equinox readings coming up soon, and you know on solstice and equinox I always give away a free reading. So I'll be asking you all to make sure that you have subscribed and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I announce that winner. All right, let's get into this. I know it's a ways coming up, but on the monthlies I usually try to remember you all. Remind you all, remember you all. Wow, CJ. Wow, wow, wow. All right, let's see if our words are stumbled as we pull out these beautiful astro codes. Descendant, invitation. Interesting. Descendant, invitation. You know what? I am not familiar with this card, so I'm going to do a real quick check on this one. These are the cardinal points, right? The locations. The descendant is asking you to look at how you invite others to dance or to relate with you. While the ascendant describes how you are seen in the world, the descendant is the place where you invite equal others to come into your world. Your challenge here is you give your power away when, instead of working together, you ask others to be what is missing in yourself. Ooh, yeah, that's never good. And then gift. Tend the inlet. Oh, that's sweet. Tend the inlet to your heart. Invite in relationships that are clear, healing, nurturing, self-responsible, and encouraging of mutual evolution. Wow, I love that card. I mean, think about it. How many times do we have people in our life that we're caring for, in particular Sagittarians, because you tend to see the light in people when they don't see it in themselves. You give them chance after chance after chance because you are temperance. And so therefore you are looking to temper emotions, temper shadow and light, temper what people say about them. And when you think that you see something wonderful in them, in particular, if you're a light worker or an empath, you're always feeling or seeing the good in others. This is saying, let's not run away. Let's not archer it and just say, oh, okay, peace out. I gave you an opportunity. You didn't do it. I'm out. Let's call in equals. Let's call in the equals now. Wow, beautiful energy for November. Calling in those who are deserved and in equal mindset and frequency to dance with you. How beautiful message is that? Oh my gosh, I'm loving that message. This is the tarot deck. I picked that up by mistake. Let's get an animal message to go along to help you with the astro codes. This is star codes, actually, astro oracles. I've started to shorten it and call it astro codes, which is not the name of it. But what a beautiful, I just want to show this to you again. It is such a gorgeous image with all the geometry in there. When I was talking about that at the intro of how signs and symbols and geometry or numbers will come out, and sometimes it's an activation with this, and I love that it's 37 because 3 and 7 add up to 10. which is always a fresh start, right? Ending of something and becoming of the one again. So let's ask for our animal spirit guides who will be with us in this month of November for our Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hummingbird. Who else did Hummingbird come out for? Scorpio, maybe? Was it Scorpio? Might have been Scorpio. Joy. Joy, finding your joy, aligning with your joy. That is hummingbird. You cannot cage the hummingbird or it will die. It must be free to fly. And it lives, you know, it's just such a joyous animal. Heart beats so fast, you know, to keep it going. And it zip, zip, zip all over the place. But, gosh, that's too many guys. But in the animal messages, it is about joy. I'm not sure if that was hard for us because so many flipped over. I thought there might be one more. Let's give it another whirl. Wow. Coming to your joy, yes. Because when you invite people who are of equal frequency, you don't have to mother or father, and you don't have to care for in some way, shape, or form. Come to you on the same frequency and the same level. Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be, I'm not talking class or status or demographic or anything like that. We're talking frequency here. Those who can meet you on the same plane. It's a beautiful energy. Let's see. No? Spirit? Wolf Clan, what do you have for us? Another message? Wolf Clan. Chief. Ariel. No? Okay. They're saying it was just joy. So when I dropped all those cards, that was really just me dropping some cards. Not unusual. Okay, let's get into, let's get our tarot. I will pull a money and love oracle towards the end, but let's see what's going on in our tarot world. All right, Saggies. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, please, November 2022. Thank you so much. Thank you, Spirit. So we'll pull 3 to 4 cards. We'll see what comes out. We're going to look at your energy, current energy, or the energy in the, excuse me, I thought I was going to hiccup, in the recent past or the very near future. We're looking at challenges and then also advice from Spirit. Wow, and they've all right, we're going to go with it. Okay. So the energy around you is this King of Air. Intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice. Okay, so if this is a person, you're talking about Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. It can also be you in this energy of coming into your higher mind, objective and fair-minded. You may be called to do some public speaking. It's essential at this time that you communicate clearly. And boy, weren't we getting that message with the Descendant, to really make sure we're aligning and speaking our truth and inviting in those who are aligned with us, right? Unemotional relationships or being emotionally unavailable, because the King of Air is about, male or female does not matter. The King of Air is about that logical thinking, fair-minded, very intelligent, able to communicate clearly, but isn't going to give you the warm fuzzies. So you very well may be in that place of just, I'm thinking this through, this is where I need to go, this is what I'm planning for the end of the year, and this is what's going to happen, right? Now, you have the 5 of Swords. Swords energy. This guy has come out quite a bit. 5 of Air. In this deck, it is the elements of air, cups, water. Fire would be wands, what you would be used to. And, of course, pentacles, earth, but it's earth here. So, in this case, we're talking 5 of Air. And this, in the challenge position, is perfect because the card represents an unwise choice, someone who kind of pulled the wool over your eye. You might be denying yourself something, or doing something kind of scandalous because you think it's going to make you happier. And this is also about avoiding people who lack integrity. right? Because as you see on this card, it's like someone went to the poker table and kind of pulled the wool over everybody's eyes. That in the challenge position is something that you're overcoming, which is definitely a good sign, because if it's in this position with the 5, it's as if it's in the reverse, which means it's not so much an issue. You're letting that go. You're releasing any sort of unwise choices that may have been made. And yes, look at you. You have the 6 of water, or excuse me, the 6 of air, 6 of swords. The end of challenging times. Things are looking up. A welcome relief. Finding your way to a peaceful place. The end of any depression or illness, if that's something you've been dealing with. And travel or relocation. When you have what is considered the 6 of air, the 6 of swords, you always see the boat and you see the movement. And usually you see the swords wrapped around an individual, protecting them as they go somewhere. So this is going from this 5 of air to the 6 of air. That is absolutely perfect, because that is showing that you're moving on from any decisions or challenging times or unwise choices. And you're all in this air element, heavily Libra, I want to say, but because Libra is influencing us right now. But it could also be Gemini if you have Gemini placements, or even, as I said, Aquarius. Wow. Oh my gosh. And then look at this. You have the Knight of Air. Decisions, focus, just driven, sometimes defensive, events that happen with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional ones. Your entire upper level here is air energy. And so you'll be using the air to speak, to think, to communicate, to write, listening to music, any number of things. But with all of these choices here and moving out of challenging times, also don't forget that the king of air over here can be Archangel Michael, the King of Swords, right? So here you've got this beautiful image of the knight moving forward with, I love the card, it looks like a cardinal in front of him. Choose intellectual rather than emotional, sudden or unexpected changes. That's what's happening. Look at you, moving forward, and something sudden comes through. Oh my gosh, and yes, it does. The next card out is the 8 of Fire. Now, the 8 of Fire can be too much going on. It can be something rapidly happening, unexpected events or rapid changes, the ability to multitask, and business travel, okay? Now, it's always stress. It can be stressful, but it's by positive changes. It isn't by anything negative. It's just so much happens so quickly that there's positive opportunities, and you may have to react to it. So from all this air energy, you're finally getting your 8 of Wands here, which is aligning you to something speedy coming to change whatever is requiring you to have all of this thought. Oh my gosh. And then you have 2 of Cups. Well, actually, that's the challenge card. The 2 of Cups here is falling in love, or a couple, or partnership, or friends. It can be the resurgence of a relationship as well. This is in the challenge position. Remember, you're in air energy, thought energy, mind energy, clarity. You are not in your heart space at this time, at least not from what I'm seeing right now. Let's see what else we get. Thank you, Spirit, angels, and guides. Yeah, release. Oh my gosh, release. Endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release situations or people that hold you back, and spiritual transformation. This, my beloveds, is the Death card. This is Archangel Azrael, the angel of death and life. Death, rebirth, transformation, spiritual or otherwise. Releasing what no longer serves you. The need to release those situations. Boy, this whole reading is about this. Now, again, with this card, you might be looking at unicorns. Archangel Azrael may have some, or the angel Azrael may have some Significance for you. Wow, release. So yes, Phoenix rising, Sag. You are letting things go during this period. This eclipse is going to be extraordinarily powerful for you. And if it doesn't necessarily happen on, today is the day, I'm actually reading this on the eclipse, but if it is not, or the new moon, it doesn't have to be today. As I said, this is a long-term energy. So you may have already aligned to this, or you might be aligning to it now, figuring, time to go. Time to move on, time to make these decisions. I'm over whatever A, B, Z, might be. And boy, the energy and the universe is supporting that for you. Let's see what else we get here. Final card, please, Spirit, Angels, and Guides. Gosh, too many. Thank you. One more, please. After Azrael showed up. Death and rebirth. Love that. Transformation. That is Scorpio's card, and we are in Scorpio season. This is the Scorpio new moon. Look at how many more signs can you possibly take, right? And look at the final card out. The High Priestess. Meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desire. This is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. So there's a little conflict with that as far as not the time for action. What I'm getting, though, is that it isn't, the card sometimes in this deck gives you multiple choices about what this card could mean. What I'm getting is the intuition. I'm getting all of this air energy. I'm getting your intuition coming through, and that is the communication that you need, aligning with the spiritual transformation to make the changes in your life here, that are necessary for you to change, to move forward, or that you're calling in. Now, release. High Priestess. This is Scorpio. These are the air signs, as I mentioned. Air, 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 air. Only card is fire right here, which is an 8 with 44 is the joy, right? This is your only passion card, your only card about positive changes. Expect events. 2 of fire, 2 of wands coming through. Choice again. And in this, I always say when you see the 2 of wands or 2 of fire, it is holding the ace of wands in your hand and choosing how to use this power. You have the power, you have the strength. All right, what else came out here? Wow, look at this. The hero and union. The hero, a 12. The hero in the fire element. Be your own hero. Call upon yourself. Do the heroic thing. Be integral. Know what it is that is going to be the best for everybody, including yourself. And then union. Oh my gosh, and this is 13. So is transformation. This, wow. Oh, the numerology in here is amazing. 13 is the representation of the divine feminine, and it breaks down to a 4. So you have a 4, you have the 4 with the release, you have 44. So 44 as a master number are the archangels. 444 is really about building your foundation, and not only the archangels in there, but foundational energy, the 4 directions, the 4 elements, all of the universe operating in certain numbers. And 4 is one that is a great number for you to go check out. Look at that with the union of self and spirit. And I want to show you that up at the top. So as you're seeing the individual, there is the blue for the spiritual and the yellowish for the material, balancing spiritual and practicality. All of this being done in butterfly. Notice the butterfly, right? Aligning. Then you also have the wolf and you have spirit. Wolf being the teacher, showing grounded. Spirit with the eagle showing the air. Oh my gosh, this is super spiritual, but more so with Scorpio being in the South Node. And I know Sagittarius, you guys had to deal with that last time. There was the Gemini Sagittarius axis for about 18 months. Now we're in Taurus and Scorpio. There really is this, as you're coming into your time, right? Because November, we have the end of November, Sagittarians. Happy birthday, by the way. Happy solar return. We also have the lunar eclipse coming up in the sign of Sagittarius. So there's much happening, and not in the sign, but in the time of Sagittarius. Sorry. I don't think it's in, I'm trying to think of, remember, probably, isn't it Taurus then? It should be Taurus. Don't ask me. I'm not an astrologist, but what I'm looking at right now is transformation, power. You've called in, thought, manifested, decided, or will decide, the Two of Wands here, that it's time to move forward. And boy, this is being released from you. And so is somebody that takes your emotions that really doesn't deserve them. And that's a message from Spirit. I'm not, I'm reading you the cards as they're speaking to me. So this is what's coming up. This is what we were talking about at the beginning. The Two of Cups in the challenge position, and the descendant, and the invitation to have those who actually align to you join you, right? Join the dance, who are equals. There seems like there's been a little bit of upside down with you either mothering or fathering or nurturing above and beyond someone that's taking a lot of your energy, and you're making the choices to move forth, coming into union with yourself. This could be union with another, but this truly, based on this entire reading, is your union. 1313, 444, all of the joy, coming to your joy, and the maturation of where your life is going from this moment on. Ooh, some deep stuff, Sag. Okay, let us get you, well, you know the fours, and 1313, 8 and 8. And 2 and 2, because the High Priestess is a 2 also. Well, actually, 2, 2, and 2. There's more choices, more decisions. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. All right, let's pull them. Oh, wow. Money and career card. Oh, my gosh, this is... Did you see the way the card flipped out of there? If you haven't seen my readings before, because I work with the angels and my spirit guides, and sometimes yours, depends on who comes through, you can see the cards. Sometimes they just pop out like someone just literally pushed them off the deck. But Angelic Help is the card that came through for you. This is a time to trust in the universe and know you will be provided for. Career or blessing lining up for you, so stay positive and believe. Pay attention to the signs your angels send you during this time. And I mentioned that 44 is the Archangel Master number, and you have 4444. Also, Archangel Michael, you have Archangel Metatron with the time here. Every single one of these cards relates to an angel. Haniel, Azrael, Gabriel, and Sandalphon that we have in front of us right now. So you can look up any of those angels, but they're sort of what's assigned to this deck. But when you get this and you have all the fours, there is the confirmation about this union, the spirituality, the release with the Phoenix card here, so Scorpio's card here. Call upon them. And now is the time more than ever with this beautiful veil thinning and the energy that's going on in the universe. All right, let's get your romance angel to finish this reading. What a blessing for you. Wow. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So is divine timing at work in what is going on in November. And most of this, I feel, is things that you've come to thought anyway. You've brought to thought or downloaded through your intuition. Not only is the High Priestess very intuitive, but also very intelligent, knowing what the soul's true desire is, right? Turning inward, meditating, angels, and now worth waiting for with the angel wings here as well, right? Look at that. Angelic help is all around you, Sag. Beautiful reading for November. I hope you enjoyed this. Be interesting to know, in a couple months if anybody wants to come back and say, gosh, I can't believe that reading in November because ABC happened, right? And I always say these are timeless. So when you're meant for them, you will find them. Okay, even if I say November 2022, if you find this message 6 years from now, there's something in it for you. But for the time being, your angels are here. All of this air energy is here. The whispers are in the universe. The fours are there with the archangel number as well. Listen, download, make the changes. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I send you love and blessings always. Bye for now.